Welcome, Virgo, to the Temple of Consciousness. Please come in. You are going to be attending your February 2025 Astro-Tarot forecast. My name is Ava, and I'm going to be your oracle. Before we begin, I've been telling everyone, giving them a sort of update on my Hawaiian adventure. I moved here about 2.5 months ago from Florida, as I was a refugee, literally. In 1956, I was born in 52. In 1956, my parents and I fled hungry and came to Canada and then eventually to America. So we were refugees. And I'm used to being a refugee. So I am a refugee from the hurricanes that occurred in October of last year. And with the help of many of my friends, both personal and those whom I've never met, I've been able to come here to the Big Island and start all over again. I had also mentioned to you that I was interviewing in a yoga retreat to be able to film my classes in their beautiful yoga room. And in exchange for that, I would help advertise them. So I made that proposal, a couple of days ago now, and they accepted. So that is one piece of good news. The other piece of good news is that I have found a place to live that's peaceful, totally off-grid, affordable, therefore, and populated by spiritual, peace-loving people. I found this place on Craigslist. They had solicited for someone who was all those things: vegan, peaceful, loving, responsible. So I thought it was a perfect place for me. But it was not as advertised. So I'm here for I'm hoping not too long, maybe a month, maybe 2 at most, as I wait for my new home to become vacant and available. So that is the update, and I'm overjoyed that there are good prospects on the horizon for me, and it was due to your help, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. Many people write that they've been through disasters of various sorts, and they can empathize with me, and I empathize very much with those who are in LA, Gaza, Lahaina, all those places that have suffered immense losses. And I know what it feels like. I know what it's like. And I'm very grateful for your help and for your continued support and understanding. All right. So, Virgo. What I do is I divide this Astro-Tarot reading into 2 parts. The first part has to do with the transits, following the transits of Mars and Venus. Very simply, those 2 planets are very transient. They stay in a sign for the least amount of time, and therefore they give us a better understanding of the moment, what's going on in the moment. And then I follow it up with a 4-card spread in tarot. And And what I try to do is I try to bridge the two readings together, if possible. So this month, we've got Mars, the planet of action, aggressive, forward-moving action, in Cancer, and it's retrograde. So let's look. Let's see where it falls in your chart. So here we have Virgo. Virgo is the first house. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cancer is in your 11th house. The house of friends, hopes and dreams, society, your social circle, your tribe, your goals and aspirations. And it's retrograde. So you may be re-examining all these things. Maybe what you're doing is re-examining who's friend and who's foe, and putting up boundaries to those whom you decree to be not on your side, if you make that assessment. It's also about reviewing groups or social groups that you belong to. Do you want to be in that group? Have they fulfilled the purposes that you had in mind by joining that group or that tribe of people? This is also a re-examination of your long-distant goals. What do you want to accomplish? Are you happy with the goals that you set for yourself? Or are there other goals that now seem to be more worthy to pursue? In retrograde, Cancer is also a self-protective. You might feel very self-protective within a group, within your social circle. Again, protecting yourself from those whom you feel are not on your side, are not with you. Or it's a re-examination of your overall purpose in life, which can be very deep. This can also be about investments. Where are you going to invest your worldly goods so that they produce more in the future, and then you can fight inflation? So these are the possibilities of what is going on in February. Now, Venus, on the other hand, is direct, and it's in Aries. So let's see where that falls in your house. What house it falls in your chart, pardon me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Aries is your 8th house. It's the house of shared resources with a partner, death, taxes, inheritance, sex. Very profound subjects. And Aries is a very pioneering, forward-moving, very aggressive symbol. So whereas within your social circle, you may be pulling back, or you may be pulling back from some goal or dream that you had before, here you're pushing forward in the area of shared resources. These are investments, making investments. Maybe you become very proactive in making important investments with the money that you hold or that is held by you and a partner. Maybe you're dealing with inheritance issues, or maybe you're dealing with governmental agencies, services. Taxes sort of means that. Dealing with governmental agencies. But Venus is a very positive sign. So if you have any dealings in these areas, then it puts a very positive light on it. You make sound and lucrative investments. You are very fortunate in perhaps getting an inheritance of some sort. You're also fortunate when you deal with governmental services or institutions. But this is a very passionate placement. And so it could be that you start, because Aries is the beginning, and it's a sign or a symbol of initiation. Maybe you initiate a very passionate relationship that is intense and emotionally conductive, that is the possibility as well. So let's now move on to your tarot forecast. So, welcome to your tarot forecast for February 2025, Virgo. While I just give a little last-minute mix to the cards, I want to thank you for all your support, all your wonderful messages. I know I've been really losing a lot of subscribers because these conditions in which I have to broadcast are much less than ideal. And I suppose I was a little Pollyannish about what would happen when I found this place. I was very Pollyannish about it. But I'm now very happy that it won't go on for very much longer. And I will be able to bring you the kinds of videos that that showcase the beauty of Hawaii and hopefully my creativity as well. So let's begin. In the position of the overall mood or energy of the month of February, we have the Six of Cups. Well, it's a very innocent image of two children exchanging cups of flowers. It's about innocence, about trusted relationships, about relationships that are long-standing, that bring comfort. You may find an emotional ally who will listen, truly listen to your problems, your worries, your needs. This is also about homecoming. Maybe you go home to visit relatives, or this is about inheritance. Again, we have Venus in Aries in the 8th house of inheritance, death, taxes. So it's interesting because that is the 8th house is the house of Scorpio, scorpionic energy. And though the image is very innocent, this is Sun in Scorpio. And it could be also that you have a very intense, passionate relationship. Maybe you rekindle an old relationship or reignite an old relationship. Or you meet someone who makes you sizzle. It really is about living life to its fullest. Finding solace within relationships that have stood the test of time. Remember, we have Cancer retrograde in the 11th. So it could be that you're withdrawing from certain tribal relationships and seeking solace in older, more established relationships that give you real comfort, real trust, real security. It also could be that you have wonderful interactions with children that bring you a sense of real fulfillment, love, unconditional love. This card is about unconditional love. So maybe you find that, and I wish you would. I wish you do. So that is the overall energy of the month. And in the position of your challenge, we have the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. As you can see, there's sort of a battle going on in this large group. They have their wands held up high in the air, and they look as if they're about to enter into combat. Each wand represents an individual idea, opinion, point of view. All the members of this group are dressed differently. So what it shows is that not everyone is on the same page here. And this could be, again, your Mars retrograde in the 11th house of groups, friendships, social circles. Disagreements may occur. Quarreling may occur. Disharmony in a group. Not being able to organize a group towards a singular goal. Everyone is on their own. And so they're at odds with one another. They're competing with one another. So this is about competition. And instead of getting support, you feel that in this group, everyone is being very competitive. So that's your challenge, to bring alignment, to bring people onto the same page. That is your challenge. So let's move on. In the position of the unexpected, we have the 2 of Wands. This is about making new plans, taking an inspiration and building a solid plan around it. Remember, with Aries in the 8th, Aries being a sign of initiation, starting something new, being bold and daring. So you take a bold and daring idea and you build a plan around it. You make decisions. Anytime you see twos in the tarot, it's about choice. An unexpected choice having to do with your career comes up. And you make plans around that choice. Should you go left? Should you go right? And if you decide either way, then you must make plans as to how you're going to accomplish those goals. Remember, Mars in the 11th. The 11th is about dreams, goals. And Mars is retrograde, so it's a review of that. Changing your mind, perhaps, about the goals that you had set. Reviewing, reanalyzing, reassessing, and then, unexpectedly, making a definite choice. And you go with that choice with some solid plans behind it. And finally, in the position of the outcome, what will actually happen, we have the most beautiful card. We have the 9 of Pentacles. This is wealth acquired, not through a group, but through your own individual hard work. This is taking things into your own hands. This is finding a way to be independent of the group and to generate income from your independent choices, independent stance. She is portrayed as a very wealthy woman in a garden of pentacles. It's about you'll be able to appreciate the rewards of your hard work, and you'll be able to spend on yourself, spend on your home, spend on your estate, luxury items, so that you feel that you've done very well, and you need some acknowledgement of that. So you go out and you purchase those things that make you feel happy. Could be anything that gives you a sense of fulfillment on a material level. And that is your reading for February 2025. So thank you very much, Virgo. Thank you for all your support, your lovely messages, and I hope that some of you may be able to donate or to purchase one of my readings and help me out. Continue this as I continue this journey towards my dreams and my goals as well. Thank you very much, Virgo, and I'll see you next month. Namaste.